while your lips are close to mine will last forever, forever till the end of time. Oh, oh, sweeter than wine, softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have. Whenever I hold you tight, this magic moment.
All right, welcome back. We've now been joined here by Iona's very own John Stanko.
How's it going, guys? Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us. Now we're gonna end it here by talking about Iona's very own Gales, and we're gonna start with the men's team. Now the men are currently on a 4-game winning streak. They're actually in the middle of a game right now against Monmouth, and they had a huge game this Friday against Manhattan, which they were able to win in. How do you guys feel about that?
It was a great game, the game against Manhattan. I think it was a statement win for Iona. I think kind of cemented them as they're back to being contenders in the MAC tournament. I think people were wavering a little bit because you got Billy Barron and Canisius playing phenomenal basketball, and Manhattan was the preseason favorite. Also, give a shout-out to the fans because it was by far the best crowd. I'm a senior, probably the second to best crowd I've ever had since being a part of this school. The only better one was maybe 2 years ago when Scott Machado and Mike Glover were here against Manhattan.
Okay.
But otherwise, phenomenal game and a statement win, I think, for the Gales.
Yeah, I mean, the crowd was loud, very loud, where I could even hear the refs talk when they asked for the instant replays. I was like, say it again.
Yeah.
But, no, they played phenomenal basketball against Manhattan. I mean, that's the best I've ever seen them play this season.
Yeah.
At home. You know, they played spectacular. I mean, David Lowry, 6 for 7 on the field goal.
Yeah.
You know. Scored 21 points, 9 of 11 on free throws.
That's probably a season high. Probably a season high.
I would say so. I think one of the biggest things too is when it's not just Sean making threes or it's not just Lowry. When the team comes together, when you get like contribution from like Mike Poole to give 19 points, that's when Iona's playing their best basketball.
Yeah, Mike Poole probably had his best all-around game of the season against Manhattan. He started off the game hot, and that's the thing. He's the type of player that once he sees a few buckets go in, he gets confidence, then it helps him going throughout the game. I think it was big. And also, I mean, listen, Sean may have not been the flashy player, but he did the things that the coaches needed him to do. And Coach Coos praised that in the huddle. He says, good job. He was putting people in the spots they needed to be. Yeah. And that led to people being open. And I can't praise Coach Coos enough for having the courage to play Lowry off the bench because you're playing 5 guards. You're starting off with 5 guards every game. It's just not typical. And Coach Coos has the guts to play that way.
And it worked.
And it works. And it motivates Lowry. I think you've seen ever since he's coming off the bench, he knows he has to play to get his minutes now. He's not guaranteed.
Exactly. And that's what it leads to, you know. Like a lot of players, they have a big alter ego. You know, once they start, they think are the stuff, you know. And for him to go off the bench, that's very smart. Only smart coaches that would do that to their star players. Yeah. Because it's a lesson learned, you know. And I mean, he played spectacularly. He had 2 dunks.
Yeah, we actually dunked the ball. That's how good we played. We dunked the ball.
We dunked it. I think 4 total or 5 total dunks. Yeah. I mean,
and Isaiah Williams to end it on a dunk, just like we ended it in the MAC tournament last year on a dunk from Lowry to seal the deal back in Massachusetts. So, awesome game for the Gales.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, so hopefully the men can keep it up. Hopefully they win against Monmouth. But we also want to give some recognition to the women's team, which has been outstanding.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. That's
right. I believe it is now up to 18 games in a row.
A school record 18 games in a row, surpassing the great Jim Valvano, who coached the 79 and 80 men's team. We beat Jim Valvano's record. Coach Billy Gotzi in her first year say she can beat Jim Valvano. How many people can say that?
Not many.
0. Yeah. Listen. I mean, I do play for the women. I'm telling you right now, the men's team gets all the credit, but right now the women's team has a better shot to win the MAC championship than the men's team. Yeah. They're playing unbelievable. They got a vote in the AP poll. They're now ranked 8th in the mid-major poll. for the CIT mid-major poll that comes out every Tuesday. And they also got some vote in the coaches poll as well. They're getting national recognition. And, I mean, right now, according to ESPN Bracketology, we'd be a 12 seed winning the MAC when we play Vanderbilt. That's what's projected right now. So, unbelievable what Coach Gottsi's done in their first year. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and believe it or not, D'Amica's ranked number 6 on scoring in the nation. That's
that is a fun player to watch. Someone that is fun to watch when she has the ball, when she's hot.
Yeah.
And also, Joy Adams is a double-double machine.
He's only failed to get a double-double twice this year.
I mean, that's just incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, but it's not just those two. Sabrina Gerardotti is a beast down low. When she's not in foul trouble, she's, the blocks are constant. And also, Haley D'Angelo and Alicia Powell
Alicia Powell
really get after it on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, Powell and also off the bench, Aaliyah Robinson are X factors as to how this team go. Because if they're putting in buckets, it makes this team so much more dangerous because they can't key on D'Amica. This team was playing their best basketball when Alicia was knocking down that outside three-point shot. Because for a stretch, she was hitting above 75% from three-point range in conference play.
That's pretty ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. Now, she's cooled down, obviously, because you're not going to shoot that hot. But if she can hit that outside shot constantly, and if Aaliyah Robinson can play as well as she has off the bench as well, it makes coaches, even like Coach Brian Georges-Samaras, makes him worried because this Iona team is now better coached than they have been in years. And they know it, and they're getting confidence with every game they play.
And that's good, Confidence is the key to succeed, And, man, D'Amica, like you said, her and Joy Adams, are just spectacular. Like, they're playing pick and roll every time and just boom, dish it down low. It's like guaranteed scored 85% of the time. I mean, that's how good they are. Yeah. And I mean, I love watching them play. Yeah, I love watching them play.
It's been fun. Hopefully both teams can keep the streaks going. I believe that is all the time we have today here on Off the Bounce. Once again, I'm Kevin Walsh.
I like the show title, by the way. Sorry to interrupt your closing, but I like the show title.
We'll take all the with all the fun we can have. John Diaz, John Stanko, our guest. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next week, have fun.
That was a good title. I like that title.